Hello students, today's agenda is to check homework. We'll be working on coefficient variables and you will be able to work on 1.7. Today students will be able to identify parts of an expression such as terms, factors, and coefficients. It says, I bought 2 pairs of pants at the same price, but I got a $2 discount. So this expression, very simple. I bought 2 pairs of pants. Do we know how many pairs of pants? Yes, so we just put the number for that. At the same price. Do we know the price of each pants? No, so we put a variable for that. But I got a $2 discount. So that means that they subtract from the total price of the 2 pants, they subtract $2. And so what does each part represent? Well, the coefficient is the number of pairs of pants. The x represents, okay, the 2 pairs of pants is the 2. The x is the price for each pair of pants. Now, I know that in Spanish it will be pantalones. It's just one. So the same thing, pair of pants is just refers to one. Okay, and -2, it's the $2 discount. Okay, it says, I bought some blouses. Do we know how many blouses? No, so that's going to be represented by a variable. At the same price, do we know the price of each blouse? No, so that's going to be another variable. Plus, I bought a canvas bag for $1, canvas bag, and that I pay $1 for that. So basically, we're just adding to the total cost $1. Okay, so the x represents the number of blouses, and we don't know how many we're buying. But whenever you want to figure out the price, we multiply by the price, right? The number of blouses times the price gives me the total amount that I'm going to pay for those blouses. So price for each blouse. And this +1 refers to the cost of the canvas bag. Be careful, some people will say 1C and they want to put a variable in here. That means that we wouldn't know the price of the canvas, or we wouldn't know how many canvas bags we are buying. But in here it says a canvas bag means only one, so that's why we're only adding $1. Okay. I bought some boxes with small bags. So inside of the boxes there are small bags. We don't know how many. We don't know how many boxes we're buying. Inside of the bags they have gummy bears. And so some people will put, oh, boxes plus bags plus gummy bears. But in here it means that you're putting boxes on one side plus the bags on the other side plus the gummy bears on a separate, so 3 different piles. That would be addition. But in here what it says, I bought some boxes with small bags, meaning the bags are inside and the bags have gummy bears inside. Whenever you have packages inside of more packages, you're gonna be doing multiplication, not addition, because they're not next to each other, they're inside one of the other. Okay, so I have some boxes with small bags, and I'm going to draw this to show you why it's multiplication, of gummy bears. We don't know how many gummy bears, so we put another variable. I ate 5 gummy bears. So this whole thing is the unit is gummy bears. So meaning that we can just say, oh, out of all those gummy bears, I'm just going to subtract 5. Okay? So the X represents the boxes, the number of boxes. The Y represents number of bags, but not the total bags. It's the total number of bags inside each box. Okay, because each box has the same number of bags. Okay, and each bag has the same number of gummy bears. Number of gummy bears in each bag. Okay, so let me show you a drawing, and this is just an example that I did before, and I was actually just giving some values. Let's pretend that I know that there are 3 boxes. I would draw the 3 boxes. That in each box there was 5 bags. Okay, in reality we don't know, but I drew the 5 bags inside of each box. Okay, so 5, 5, 5. And if you think about it, okay, if I have 3 boxes multiplied by the 5 bags, that gives me 15 bags. So that makes sense, right? That we're multiplying and not adding. Because if you add 3 boxes plus 5 bags gives me a total of 8. 8 what? So it doesn't make sense to add. In reality, look at that. It's 15 bags. Inside, let's pretend that they told us that each bag has 6 gummy bears. So I drew 6 gummy bears in each one of them. Again, if you were to add 6 in here, instead of multiplying, you're adding 3 boxes plus 5 bags, that's 8, plus 6 gummy bears, that's 14. A total of 14. 14 what? Boxes, bags, or gummy bears? But no, that's why we're putting them next to each other. It's multiplication because they're inside. And inside meaning that it means that you're going to multiply. So the boxes times however many bags that are in each box, that's 3 times 5 is 15. Whatever, 15 times 6, that's gonna give me 90 gummy bears. As in here, it was only 14 when you add them. And 14 what? Is it boxes, bags, or gummy bears? Okay, so it makes sense that if you have packages and things or objects or toys or whatever inside of, it goes inside, you're multiplying. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. And this is just what I showed with the boxes plus the bags plus the gummy bears. Is not the same thing, so that's why we're multiplying. Okay, so let's do 2 more actually. Sorry that it took a little longer. It's just so you can see why you multiply when you have packages and objects inside. So it says, I bought 5 crates with boxes of eggs. Crates are like those where they put the gallons of milk, or where they put the big boxes that are made of wood. Those are crates. Okay, so I bought 5 crates. Do we know how many crates? Yes, so we don't put, some people say 5 eggs and they represent this with eggs. No, we already know that it's 5 crates. It's only represented with the 5. With boxes, do we know how many boxes? No, so that's going to be our eggs, not the crates. The crates are these ones right here. Of eggs, do we know how many eggs? No, so that's represented with another variable. Okay, so the 5 represents the number of crates. The X represents the number of boxes in each crate. And the Y represents the number of eggs in each box. And remember that there are some boxes that have 12 eggs, some have 6 eggs, some have 18 eggs, and so on. So that's why. But then it says, I use 7 eggs to make an omelette. So if you're using that, that means that you're going to subtract 7 eggs of the total number of eggs that you have here. Okay? So again, eggs are inside of boxes, boxes are inside of crates, and that's why it's multiplication, inside. Okay, now the next one says, create a scenario for 5 times 2x plus 1. This is what's happening. And whenever you have this, and then you have an outside factor, this means that whatever you're doing here repeats 5 times. Okay, so that's what it means. For example, I buy 2 boxes. We know that it's 2 boxes of cookies. We don't know how many cookies there are inside of each box. And I get 1 cookie for free. Okay, so whenever I go to the bakery, I buy 2 boxes and they give me an extra cookie. And I do this 5 days on a row. So this, what just happened here, repeats 5 times. That's what that factor 5 is. Okay, so this happens 5 days in a row. It means consecutively. Okay, let me see if I find another example that could go in here. I buy 2 blouses. Okay, so that's the 2 blouses. We don't know the price. At the same price. Plus, I pay $1 for a bag. Or sometimes you can put, and I donate $1, because sometimes at the store they ask you if you would like to donate $1 to charity. So you can also say that I donate $1. I do this each month. For how many months? For 5 months, because it's repeating. The same thing is taking place 5 times. Okay, so I'm buying 2 blouses for some price that I don't know, plus I donate $1, or I pay $1 for a campus bag, or I buy a bottle of water for $1. Whatever you want to do this, but it's one item for $1. And then I repeat this 5 times. It can be every week for 5 weeks. It can be every month for 5 months. It can be every year for 5 years, etc. Okay, so with this, you're able to now work on 1.7 and have fun.